Hey guys, my name's Ruth. I'm a health visitor in England. Today we're going to be making banana pancakes. It is an amazing weaning recipe, something that we can be giving our babies from 6 months plus. Older children enjoy it as well, and so does my husband. So let's get into it. I want to just make you aware this recipe has an egg in it. So if your child hasn't been introduced to eggs yet, which is classed as an allergen or a potential allergen, then making sure that you don't introduce it alongside any other allergens. This is absolutely fine to give to your child to test whether they're allergic to eggs or not, but you must make sure there's no other allergens in this recipe alongside it. So it requires for one banana, I do a small banana, one small egg and a scoop of oats. I will do it in real time, so keep up, guys. Right, so my top tip, firstly, is a non-stick pan. If it's not non-stick, making sure, sorry, I got my hot water bottle here. Shout out to you. If it's not non-stick, having it on the hob for a long time to heat up. I actually recommend that with a non-stick pan as well, because that's what prevents the pancakes from sticking. So I'm going to turn that pan on right now to start heating up. Also, to cook the pancakes in, I usually use coconut oil, but you can use butter or dairy-free butter. You actually, well there, if your pan is actually good enough, then you don't need to be even using anything in the pan. So in my blender, you can also mash this up with a fork if you don't have a blender. Come over here so you can see me. Guys, you can tell I'm not a recipe content creator. Where are we going with this? Let's move you over here, actually. Come with me. No. Let's do it. Let's do it here. So, in here, we've got one banana. It's as simple as this. This is going to take me, I'm on 2 minutes. It takes me seconds. Small banana. Tablespoon of oats. You can also add things like flax seeds, ground flaxseed or chia seeds. And one egg. This is such a good recipe to make ahead of time. You can also freeze it and you can also keep it in the fridge to reuse. So I'm just going to blend that and then I'll be right back. Right guys, I put some coconut oil in here and you can see it starting to melt. We want the pan to be hot when we add the pancakes, okay? If it's not hot enough, then the pancakes will stick. So it's going to be quite watery, you can see it. That's okay. It will, trust the process. So that's now been heating for nearly 4 minutes, since that's how long the video is, and I'm just going to pour it on, I'll show you. It should sizzle. A little sizzle there, I can hear it. So this recipe I usually do for 1 or 2 children, depending on how hungry they are. But again, like I said, you can keep it in the fridge. At this point, I'm going to turn it down a little bit because I don't want them to burn. I serve this with fruit, some yogurt if they want. Sometimes my two like a drizzle of honey. It's not recommended to give honey below the age of 1 due to the risk of botulism. So you can omit that. They don't need any extra sweetness. The bananas make it lovely and sweet. Now, what you want to start seeing before you flip it is some bubbles forming at the top, and also that the outside is starting to look a little done. So that's going to take a couple of minutes. You can see like where I'm moving the oil, but the pancakes aren't moving with it when you tip it slightly. I've been making these for years. When I used to be obsessed with dieting, which I'm anti now, this was a lovely recipe for me. But now I just realise, oh, he's gonna stick. Now I just realise that actually you can enjoy all types of food, guys. So this has stuck a little bit. I do think my pan isn't very good at the moment. I'm going to turn the heat, take it off the heat for a sec. This is real time, okay, guys? This is real life, what to do if the pan is not that good at being non-stick. Let's try this one. That one's a bit better. And flip. Ta-da! Sometimes they don't look aesthetically pleasing, but once you've cut them up anyway, they... Who's judging us here? Babies? They don't know what looks good or not. They'll put anything in their mouth. Okay, right, so that's done 2. It's probably gonna make 4 of these, and then I'm gonna show you when they're done what to do with them. What I love about this is it's such minimal ingredients, it doesn't take much time at all, and it's genuinely hitting a lot of good food groups in there. We've got the carbs, we've got protein, we've got fats from the egg, carbs from the oats, and protein from the egg, and carb obviously also from the banana. And it just minimal ingredients, and I'll show you how I cut them up. I cut them into nice strips. Like that's done. If you want to chop that up, that's done. So I'm just going to add a little bit more coconut oil. The really important thing with children when it comes to introducing solids is just remembering that the first year is genuinely for fun, from 6 months to 12 months, that milk is still their main source of calories, whether that comes from breast or formula. You can use whole milk to cook in recipes from 6 months plus. Sorry, this is making me feel like I look like I'm pregnant. It's my water bottle, I promise. So I'm just gonna let that cool down a little bit. But yeah, this is such a lovely recipe. And you can, like I said, keep it in the fridge. You can just literally whack it out, take it in Tupperware if you're going to the park or something. I think actually it was quite a small banana, wasn't it? But that's okay. Double the recipe as you like. Triple the recipe for all you want. If you want to have lots in the fridge, why not? And like I said, you don't have to use coconut oil. I just use it. I also use dairy-free butter sometimes just because I'm vegan and that's all I've got. You can use normal butter. Or like I said, if your pan is good enough, you don't have to use anything. Just conscious that I don't know what's going on with this pan. It was so good when we first got it. Look, oh, perfect. It's not sticking. So I'm just going to give that a sec and turn it down a bit. The real trick with introducing solids is, and this is so frustrating to parents to hear, is to try not to overthink it. Whatever you're eating, as long as it you know, is safe for babies to have, so making sure you're looking at the allergens and making sure you're looking at the foods that are not recommended for babies. Sugar, salt, honey before the age of 1, whole nuts. Nuts are fine for a baby, but not whole nuts. So it's better to be served as nut butters, just because of the choking hazard. We actually want to be introducing allergens at 6 months, but only one at a time, which is why hence this has eggs in it. Sometimes children can react to eggs when we introduce those solids for the first time, and quite a lot of the time they can actually grow out of it as well. But if you have any concerns, your baby does react to something, firstly seek medical attention there and then, getting in touch with the GP 111, or sorry, I've got workman in the back, or going to the doctor or walk-in if they have reacted, like hives or a rash, or they're struggling to breathe, obviously call 999 and get an ambulance. But let your health visitor know, because we can refer to a dietitian if necessary. Okay. Right, so that's that done. Now guys, what we're gonna do is literally, obviously wait for them to cool down, chop them up like that. So the really good thing about weaning is we want them to be able to hold things in their hands. These ones have cooled down. That's perfect, baby, holding, like we want them to hold it in their hands like that, so they can be chewing off the top of it. I won't eat this because I'm vegan, because it's got egg in it, but I'll save them for my children after school. So like that. And just to remind yourself that actually they may not eat much of this. Most of this may end up on the floor. But when it comes to introducing solids, it's learning how to handle different tastes and textures in your mouth, learning how to swallow something other than milk, learning how to chew, learning how to move things to the side while you swallow the liquid. If they don't swallow a lot of it for the first couple of months, that's okay. Don't give up, don't lose faith, just keep practicing, 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 practicing. So yeah, chopping them up nice and thin, like so that they can hold them in their hands. You can even go thinner if you like. They are so soft, look. They are so soft. They literally mush into my hand. Give it a go and let me know what you think. And if there are any other recipes you want me to do, then please let me know. But I will continue once a week uploading maybe either a baby weaning idea or a family recipe. I'm just not a food blogger, but I'll give it a go for you guys.